Good morning, guys. I'm outside here this morning because it's finally beautiful and sunny in Pennsylvania here. If you can hear me bumping music in the background, I'm actually going to clean up my other car this morning here first and then going to work on the transmission in the Supra. This hog here needs cleaned up badly. I'm sorry for the wind noise if there is any, guys, but this hog here needs cleaned up bad. I need to clean the inside out first thing here. Bumping music and trying to have a good time here this morning. Then I'm going to go ahead and get this done. What do I got on this radio? I got a little Post Malone going. What's the song? Patient. I love this song. Jamming, boy. So as I was saying, going to go ahead and put in this right here this morning. Got the clutch, everything laid out. I have my friend Sean Cook, Matt Sharp, and my boy Tony. He's coming over here this morning. He helped me last time getting the old transmission out and getting the new rear end in. There's not much we're going to be doing here per se today. Can only get so much done. I do need to put fluid in it. I do have a few lists of items over there I might do here today. It just seems to be never ending with this car. I'm always doing something, and there's always something you can find to make better or do better with it. You're always coming up with new ideas or looking for new ideas. I love working on this fucking thing. God, Bo. Oh, I love it. How many southern people I got down there? Hey, Bo. What's up, Bo? My boy Cody got me that. I wonder how many southern people I got on here. I'm trying to see if I got any southern friends, if anyone knows what that even is. My boy always says, hey, Bo, all the time. He grew up in Charleston, South Carolina. And he always says it. Now he's got us all saying it up here north, and it's kind of like a funny ritual we just kind of say over and over again. So I'm not sure if that's a thing down south or not. All right, let's get back to work. Time to put this in. Got to start trimming some stuff here. First thing this morning here, this boot that I had originally put on this is a little too long, and when you're trying to shift into the gear here, this actually is binding up and making this a little bit harder to shift. So I'm probably going to trim down this boot a little bit. It was designed for the W58, and if you see there, the rod on the back of it is longer than this, so this boot was a little too long, so I'm going to cut off probably another inch or so, and it should make it a little bit better. I would like to clean up this mount here a little bit. I tried cleaning up some, but I almost need like a clean room or something to get it off. I've tried scrubbing it, and it's got 25 years worth of dirt and grime on it that I can't get off. I wish I had like a true clean room where I could scrub this down and get it all off, but that is something else I need to do, and I'll worry with that another day, or I can take it back off someday when I'm bored or anything like that. All right, guys, so working on the Supra now. Have to go ahead and put the transmission back in. I got it pushed under here. Tony's gonna help me bolt it up here real quick, lining it up and make sure it lines right up to the pilot bearing. Now, like I was saying earlier there, if you guys can see, I have the clutch already installed. This is gonna be a little different for me, and it's gonna take a little bit of effort, but I think me and Tony will be able to get it. What do you think, Tony? You think we got this? Oh, yeah. See, that's right, we got this. All right, guys, so the transmission's in now. It's gonna be a little tight in here for me. I have my friends Tony and Sean have been helping me out. Now I'm looking at the window of the R154 here, and I am lining up the dowels here. Like I said earlier, I had put the clutch inside the transmission already and didn't bolt it down. So all I had to do was spin the crank, which I had Sean do, line up the dowels, and now I just need to press it on and then put the bolts on, spin the transmission around, spin the clutch around via the crankshaft, and I can bolt everything down and we'll be done. So should be as easy as that, and yeah, so next up is that. All right, guys, hopefully you can see here. Got the shifter sitting in there right now. One thing I did notice, it does sit slightly forward compared to the old one. It looks like it's about maybe half an inch, quarter of an inch forward. Not a massive deal, but it doesn't sit perfectly center. So guys, it does have a little bit of a forward movement, but not a big deal. So when I bolt this down, I'll be able to test it and see how it feels in here. I did use the stock mount though, so that was one good thing. I didn't have to modify anything underneath. Everything literally has bolted up so far. Haven't had to really fuck with anything, thank God. So I'm gonna go ahead and bolt the shifter down real quick and then see how it feels inside the car, but I'm hoping it doesn't hit the dash. That's not, it only has so much range of movement, so I should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and try bolting that down here real quick, and then I'll move on to the next step. All right, guys, so shifter's in now. Everything lines up, works fantastic. Very happy using my W58 shifter. It did sit, like I said, slightly forward. I figured I was almost exactly half an inch, so not a big deal. Like you can see here, that's third gear. It's no different really than what my W58 would have been before, so pretty happy. You don't have to do any modifications really, guys, so drop in. I highly recommend getting the Chaser R154 for that reason. Use the stock mount also. Can't beat it.
The car's getting wrapped this week, and then I'm going to take the LS1 out, so if anybody wants to buy it, it has 76,000 miles on it. And then it has Harrison rims, 300ZX big brake kit,
Dude,
front and rear, and one-piece drive shaft, T56 tranny,
Oh, it has a T56 in it.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Welded diff. Like I said, it's getting wrapped next week, and then it's gonna be like the Skyline Royal or Midnight Purple anodized color all the way around, and then we are gonna put an LQ4 in it. Put a intake manifold on it. Already has a full exhaust with no restrictors. And then we're gonna boost it mid-summer and hopefully be making around 800.
Nice. Let's see what's under the hood then. I gotta see what's under the hood of it.
It's already all tubed out and everything.
Ooh. Love how the oil filter is right there.
Yeah, oil relocation kit. All the brake lines are copper nickel and all redone.
See
all
that?
the way to the rear.
Yep.
And then it has JDM Kooky glass.
All their glass. That's nice. You never have to worry about them then, do you?
No.
It's got, I mean, in the engine bay itself, it's got nice paint. I mean,
yeah, it was already
they tubbed out the fenders and stuff,
Yeah,
or what, I'm not sure what you call that.
Yeah, tubbed.
Is that what they tub out the fenders? I mean, that looks.
But yeah, fresh paint in the engine bay. We're gonna have to cut this like kind of concave this out for the turbo to fit in here. I'm gonna relocate this in the back.
Yep.
But all this is gonna be reconcave, and then already contacted Injuku and already have racing seats, racing brackets, the hydro e-brake for it. We're going to be attending me and Tarmac. Tarmac's going to have their booth on April 6th at Shenandoah for the grassroots, and I guess we're going to use this motor for now, but I'm hoping in like about a week or two we're just going to take this one out, put the LQ4 in. I'm going to put some cams, retainer, valve springs in the LQ4, and then possibly like a week or so after the LQ4 is in and we got it all like running the way it's supposed to, then I'm hoping I can get like a 76, like a GT 76 put in it, and hopefully, like I said, running around 800 horsepower.
I mean, that's no joke. That's moving out, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, right now this motor is making 307 horsepower to the wheels and 306 torque.
I bet it's fun as shit.
Yeah, it's great. So,
how much does the car weigh?
I'm pretty sure S13's way around, like fully gutted and everything. Well, they weigh 22 or 23 from factory, depending if you get the SE or LE. S14s, I'm pretty sure they relatively weigh the same, but it has teen coilovers. But like I said, I ordered seats and seat brackets, a hydro brake kit, harnesses, and a full suspension kit that is fully alignable. And I also ordered an angle kit for WiseFab in the front.
Nice.
For this, all from Injuku Racing. This should be here next week. And then, like I said, the motor's coming out and the car's getting wrapped, so it's going to be a completely different car in a month.
Dude, I love the way it looks too. I love the fenders in the back and stuff.
Yeah,
I love that.
50mm over fenders on it, and it has 11-inch tires in the rear.
That's a big ass fucking tire.
Yeah. And then it has the, I guess they call it,
having a brain fart.
Yeah. I don't know. Some kind of muscle blaster, something that's going wrong. But I'm going to put side skirts on it and a body kit later on. As of right now, I'm just going to leave it the way it is and just wrap it.
Yeah.
But I would like to get side skirts, and I got to get my gauges and all that stuff in.
I like the steering wheel.
Yeah. Well, I got a new steering wheel coming as well. It's going to match the color of the car.
That's awesome.
With wood grain.
We're going to meet him.
Oh, you got to? All right, I'll be right back.
See you guys. Nice meeting you, bud. Man, nice meeting you.
Huh?
We'll leave too.
All right. See you, bro. Love you. I'll see you later anyways.
See you, Tony. Nice meeting you.
Hold on. No, you're fine. No. I just don't want to step on anything. Last thing we need to do is me to crush something. All right, so with Tony right now, we're about to go fuck shit up. You know, do hood rat shit with my hood rat friends. It's gonna drive real nice because I got cops in my neighborhood and shit. Come to a turn. Yeah, just so you know, it goes straight. Oh my god, Bo, god damn, this thing fucking rolls. This thing is fucking insane. You wanna? Yep, go ahead.
I've only had the car for 2 days, so I'm still getting used to the T56.
Oh, dude, for sure, man.
Oh my god. But yeah, gets it goes. And
Holy
it definitely looks up.
Holy shit! That thing shits and gets, dude. There's a cop right there. He's about to be Billy Badass. Guys, so you got to see the rest of the transmission, and yes, it is night now, and yes, I am in different attire now. You guys got to see everything got done for the transmission now. It's fully in the car, it shifts fine, everything bolts up perfectly using the W58 parts or the R154 chaser parts. I'm super happy that everything bolted up. I'd like to thank Jose for guiding me in this direction, as it makes it much easier for anyone that's a DIYer, do-it-yourselfer, because you don't have to make any modifications. It literally bolts right up. I just use the stock W58 trans mount itself, then the rubber mount that actually bolts to the transmission. You have to get an R154 one of those, but it all bolts up. Like, literally, this is amazing. Like, I had to do literally almost next to nothing to get this to work. The only thing I will say is the actual shifter itself, where it mounts in, sits about ½ an inch to maybe ¾ of an inch closer to the radio. Now, it's not a big deal per se, but it does put it closer, and I want to throw it out there that it doesn't sit perfectly where the R154 sat. It's not a big deal, but I want to throw it out there that it does happen. I was able to modify the, not the shift boot, but there's a, I guess it's a boot that actually technically goes over, a rubber boot from the stock W58 goes over it. I notched it out slightly so the shifter wasn't rubbing against it, and almost gave it like a little bit of a feedback or a pushback on the shifter. I wanted to eliminate that, so I notched it out at least so it wasn't pushed back on the shifter at all. But it's minimal. I'm super happy at how everything turned out. I actually planned 4 to 5 hours today to put this in. It took me less than an hour, if even an hour, to get everything in, so I'm super happy about that. And I'm glad I didn't have to do a whole bunch of work to get this done. Now, I still have a few items left to get done for the car. I'm actually looking over here right now to where I have my list of things I need to get done right now. I believe, let's look here. Let me look here real quick. I need to get a bolt for the diff cover. I need to do the fuel pump wiring still. I need to buy Redline Synchromax fluid for the trans and for the rear end. I need to buy a new clutch line because the clutch line I had for the W58 won't fit because the clutch, or I should say clutch line, the cylinder for the clutch, it needs a different line. The one for the W58 sits in the front, the one for the R154 sits in the back, so the line needs about 4 to 5 inches, so I'll probably buy, instead of I have a 10 inch on it now, I'll probably have to buy a 16-inch line for it, and it'll be fine, no big deal, I can get it done. But I have to buy one of those to make it all work, and I also need to, and that seems to be it, never mind, that's it, that's just it, guys. So that's just the last things I need to do to get everything said and done, and I'll be super happy to hear it run. I'm getting closer and closer to making actual noise and making actual power for this car finally. I'm ready to get off to John Kerr up at Innovative Motorworks, or JK Tuning really, because they're two separate entities at the end of the day. I'm ready to make power, guys, and I think you guys are ready to see it hit the dyno. My plan is here, so let me give you a rundown of that. My plan is for the dyno is this. My tuner, his wife is in college or in school right now. She's actually in med school in Philadelphia. So every weekend he's going to see her. So there's no more Saturday tuning. Okay, that throws me a little curveball. So what the plan is, I'm gonna drive it to work, and on my way home from work, I actually pass my tuning shop. I'm gonna drop the car off on a Thursday night. He's gonna do a little few things to it. First thing Friday morning, he's gonna do cold start tuning, mess with everything, get everything running right. I'm gonna give him like a full quarter oil, 6 quarts of oil in case he needs to drain everything. I'm gonna give him 6 sets. So I'm going to drop off 18 spark plugs for him in case he needs to gap them, change them, do whatever. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts. He has plenty to work with. I'm just gonna give him enough so that everything goes fluid as possible. I'm gonna do a pressure check before everything goes. I'm gonna do a breakdown of everything. Gonna give him all the wiring, everything, just in case there's any snafus that might happen. This way it makes it easy, and my wife must be coming home because the garage door is opening right now. Which one is it? Is there one here? No. Over there. Oh, it's coming up. So, yeah. So that's the plan for it. Drop it off Thursday night. Hopefully on Friday he'll be able to get everything done in one single day and we'll be done. So that's the idea. Drop it off on Thursday night, him do a little bit of tuning on Friday, and go from there. I'm hoping to see a couple pulls so I can at least videotape that or record that videotape. It's not 1995 anymore, Ryan. So I'm hoping to at least record some of it on Friday, get a couple pulls in, just so I can have something to put for the video. I think he's willing to do that for me. And then bring it home and then take it to Cruise Week, get a bunch more videos, in-car videos, and then work on a new project, which I know my wife can't wait for. Can't you, babe? My wife just loves project cars and doing this. She just loves this whole concept. So, yeah. All right. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you very much as usual. If you could do me a favor, follow me on Facebook at Pure Function Engineering, or go look me up on Instagram at purefunction_. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Peace!